Hello, this is LordUg and welcome to League of Legends. Yes, I did say I was going to do a champion spotlight for the champions I've used, both in the past and present. And I said this one would be one that's loved or hated, and it is. It says Haruka LP said it's Teemo. Teemo is both loved because he is quick, he has a quick attack, he does a lot of damage, and he has poison which does damage over time. And he's hated because he is quick, he has a quick attack, he does a lot of damage, and he has poison over time. Anyway, first of all, let's just get started with this. I'm going to start off by gaming him some boots, the very first boots. And that's them. It usually leaves you a little bit of money left over. You don't have to buy anything. No, but if I've got that money left over, that 125 left over or whatever, I just usually, buy 3 potions. Doesn't matter who I have. Now, remember, as I've said before, this build isn't me. It's one I've picked up, so don't go saying your build sucks, because it's like, get over it. Anyway, so your first skill that you're going to open up is your Toxic Shot. It's a passive skill, and what it basically does is it does damage when it first hits. And this is always active. It's always active on your character, and it does damage when it first hits. But then it also does damage over time. It does like 4 seconds. It's damaging for about 4 seconds extra. Now that will go up as your ability points go up, and as your level goes up and things like that. Now the thing is, he's got a stealth skill that's his natural skill. If you look in the reeds here, he is invisible when in the reeds, and if another champion comes in, then they can see him. But if you look, he's got one there called Camouflage. This is his normal, natural passive, and it makes it so if he steps out into the open and nobody touches him for 2 seconds, boom, there you go, he's gone invisible. So he has the same kind of effect as if he was stood in the reeds. He is invisible. The thing is, if he starts shooting from this invisibility, he gets a 40% upgrade on his speed, on his attack speed. So for 3 seconds, he's shooting 40% faster. This is even more devastating if it's like level 18 and his attack speed's full up and he's already shooting like 2 hours an hour, a second. He's going up to nearly 4 hours a second, 4 darts a second, and that's devastating. That is, especially when at 18 he's doing so much damage. So I'm going to, like I say, Toxic Shot, it does damage over time. And it's a passive, so you don't have to keep aiming with that one. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to move time on now, because at the end of the day, this is probably going to take, well, actually, it can take around about half an hour, sometimes quite a bit less. But what this will probably do, it'll probably take longer than half an hour this, because I'm wanting to show you the items that I'm going to buy, the items that you get and why I get them. So hopefully that'll add more time too. And I'll show you every death, every kill. So when I get a kill, I'll record it. If I get a death, I'll record it. So you can always keep up with them all. And I'm not always going to show you what I'm unlocking, but here I'm going to unlock Blinding Dart, which basically blinds the champion and makes it so they're liable to miss for the duration that they're blinded, and also it does damage also the actual Blinding Dart. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make sure that you see all the deaths that I have. Any deaths, if I die, you'll see it. If I get you'll see all the kills. And I'll show you when I go back to base and pick up a new item. That way you'll see the build that I get. And again, remember, the build isn't my own. I haven't got time to go and build one of my own. So I really just got one offline, but it is a really good one and it works. So anyway, let's get to the first, the first action or buy or whatever. I'll be right back. Okay, I haven't missed anything yet. I'm just about to level up, and I'm going for Move Quick. Move Quick is it's a passive that, it's got a passive and an active to it. The passive part just makes it so if you haven't been hit by a champion or a turret in a certain amount of time, then your speed increases by 10%. But the active means it gives you a speed boost. You hit it and you'll just boost. You'll get a boost of speed that lasts us X amount of time, a certain amount of time, and it'll get you out of trouble, or it'll help you chase down champions if you're after them to kill them, things like that. Oh, just so you know, this is actually a voiceover, yes, so I can actually kind of commentate this a lot better, because I tried doing it at the time, but you can never be sure when a kill's coming. And I'd be running behind the champion going, yes, he's dying, he's dying, he's dying, and then he'd get away. So it was pointless. So I thought I'd just record it so I can actually then do this commentary to it. So I've leveled up again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push for my toxic shot. I'm going to keep trying to push that up. I'm going to max it as soon as possible, because that's the one that does the damage over time and will do probably most of your damage in the end. So there you go, it's going up again. And next one will be my ulti, your ultimate, which is your main skill, if you wish, the one that does the most damage usually. For Teemo, it's a mushroom, which I will show you in a minute. But it's a mushroom, and it'll slow down and do damage over time again with poison, and it gets more and more powerful. So I shall be right back whenever the next bit of action happens. Okay, so I'm just about to level up here, which will take me to level 6, and unlock his ultimate, which, as you can see, is a mushroom, basically. That's what it is. It's a mushroom you put on you just plant it on the floor, and it's just noxious trap, it calls it, but it is actually a mushroom you put on the floor, and as I said, it does damage over time, and it also slows the movement speed of anything that's in the blast area. It doesn't just affect one person. So say you're being chased by 3 or 4 champions, and you need to get away, you need to slow them down, you can put one of the mushrooms down, and it'll blow up, and any of the champions that are in the blast area, see there's one there, and anything that we see, champions will move in, boom, now it blows up and slows the movement speed down, which gives you a chance to get away. So that's basically how that works. But it is really good because, again, it's more damage over time. Now for Teemo, what he really wants to concentrate on is ability power and attack speed. These are the two things he really needs, because his ability power will make his... And this is what I'm going for first. I'll be going for Malady first, because Malady will put both those up. Of course, attack speed speaks for itself, because it can just shoot darts quicker, which is what causes all his damage. And of course, ability power is for his poisons. Now, if you watch Renekton here, he commits himself a little bit too far forward, so I push through his minions and chase after him. I haven't quite got the speed to catch him. I know I could use flash, but I knew his turret were coming up, and I didn't want to flash into the turret. So what I did was, I just chased him normally, hoping I could catch him and probably kill him, but I didn't quite get there. If my level had been a bit higher, I may have got him, but I didn't, and he got to his turret on time. But that was my first, nearly my first kill. So yeah, let's get back to it, and again, I will pause, and we'll get back to the next, bit of interest. Okay, so I get back to my turret here, and I teleport back to base, because I've got enough money to buy the components to Malady. Let me explain. You've got your main item here, and beneath it shows you other items. These are components. These broke down make Malady, right? So if I, for instance, buy this sword here, this little dagger, the points come off of how much it takes to afford Malady. So I bought 2 daggers for 800, 400 each, and that 800 has come off the price of Malady, making Malady cheaper. If I buy the other one for 435, then that'll come off as well, making Malady even cheaper. So you can buy the components, although the 2 daggers together are 24% attack speed, whereas this one will give you 45 on its own, so it almost doubles the attack speed. And the other item gives you some ability power, and Malady improves that as well. But it also has some passives that are useful. So getting the main item is what you're after. But if you don't want to just wait till you can afford the main item, you can get the components that make it. And at least then you have got something. I mean, I might not have the 45% attack speed that Malady gives, but at least I've got 24% from the 2 daggers, so at least it's something. Okay, so I just get to my turret and I can see there's trouble coming. I watch, and Raz comes down, or however you say his name, past me. I see that Renekton's extended again, he's got low health, and I take him down. So there you go, that's my first kill of this fight. And See, that's the problem with what Renekton did there. I mean, it was next to my tower. Stupid move as it is. You really don't want to come down and attack a champion within range of somebody else, of another tower, because that will make it so that tower will attack you. So, of course, the tower helped. That started shooting him. And then because he dashed and gone past my tower, he was in a lot of trouble. He'd overextended by a long way, which let me hit him with a few poison darts and pick up my first kill. So, anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, so on this part, I went back to town and I bought Malady. And I see the fight starting to come towards me. Renekton's chasing, so I move down and drop a mushroom. He hits that, slows him down, then he dashes. He's going to be slow out of that dash, so I follow him, going to move quick, and he can't get away. And that's my second kill. See, again, that's where he overextended. He came really into our half, too far away. It hit a mushroom, which had slowed him down. So as soon as his dash was over, it was going to come out of that dash slowly, which of course was perfect for me because I was just stood still with a blowgun, which was going to let me hit him a few times. So that overextension that he did there on himself, it just finished him off. Okay, and here we are in the top lane, taking down the first turret for them, against them I should say. So 2 more of them, and we get in their base. Okay, so an easy way to kill champions with Teemo. Xin Zhao killed my final minion, so I let him chase after me. I drop a mushroom down to slow him down. I drop a second and down, which will carry on the poison over time and also reset the slowdown counter. Then I move back in at him, and he dies. The bots do fall for that regularly. If you stay just outside their attack range and move and run away from them, they'll chase you. And then if you can get them far enough away from their turrets or whatever, drop down a mushroom to slow them down, which is going to give you a good few attacks before they manage to even start running. It gives you time to weaken them and then do something like move quick to keep up with them and kill them. So that was kill number 3. Okay, so Garen's just coming for an attack and backs off here. My minion dies, and as usual, I'm just teasing round them. I can't put my mushroom down because I haven't got enough magic for it. But it doesn't matter. I get Renekton to dash me, I chase after him, and I manage to get that one more dart in that lets me kill him. And that's my number 4. Okay, so I've got now Nash's Tooth as my second main item. I did buy Stinger as a part component, but of course that's how it took once I bought Nash's Tooth. My next main item, this is called Rabadon's Death Cap, and basically what Rabadon's Death Cap is just pure attack. If you're a magic user, or your ability, or shall I say you use ability power, then Rabadon's Death Cap is just a big 120 hit on that, but also you get 30% added on of your ability power that you've got, so that increases it even more. And yeah, it's a really good thing to have if you just want a big boost to the damage you deal. Then this is what you want. You want Rabadon's Death Cap. See, I nearly got Renekton again there. Managed to drop a couple of mushrooms down, but then Garen turns back and gives me another shot at him. So again, I think, oh, he's on, so I run after him, thinking I'm going to get him, and then Renekton, he also teleported. We got a dash to run away, and Garen got away from me again. I hate Garen, not because he's so good, but because he is so lucky. So many times I've been so close, just one hit away, and he's dead, and he just manages to reach his tower. So yeah, that's annoying. But I nearly got him again there. It's amazing that the bots fall for that. Just moving away, let them follow you so far. Couple of mushrooms down, then walk into it, then just turn back and finish them off. Yeah, they walk into that a hell of a lot. Okay, so here we are. We're just taking down the second enemy turret in the top lane, which of course means one more, and we get into their base, and yeah, then we can start really making a mess. Okay, so here's where a mushroom saves my life. Realise I ain't got much health. I'm kind of teasing Sivir a bit. I run forward and realise she's chasing me, so I pull mushroom down. She turns away. I move back towards her. Garen rushes out from a side path straight into the mushroom, luckily slowing him down, giving me time to hit move quick and escape, because I would not have survived that. Okay, so here we are with Xin Zhao and Renekton following me. I do the usual thing, keep them on the hook, drop down a mushroom, but just stay out of their range of attack, but just keep them, I just stay close enough to keep them coming. Then, after a couple of mushrooms, I start attacking. Renekton moves forward, then runs away again. Xin Zhao tries to stay with me while Renekton gets away, but then he can't get away, and he becomes kill number 5. So, in that one, it worked again, even though there were 2 of them. That just shows what Teemo can do when he's got. I mean, if you look at him now, he's attacking really fast, shooting really fast, running really fast. It gives him a big advantage. So there, I could even take 2 on, but all I did was then run into a couple of mushrooms first, and that weakened them enough. All you have to do is just stay outside their attack, so they keep chasing you, and then when you're ready, just turn around and attack back. Okay, here we are, top lane again, and we're just about to take out their final turret, and now we can get into their base and cause some proper damage. So I'm pushing middle lane because I see Severe on her own, and then I see Leona coming out of a side lane, followed by Renekton and Xin Zhao. Renekton kills her, Xin Zhao breaks off, but Renekton turns towards me a little, giving me time to chase after him. So I chase after him, start putting the darts into him, and he actually dashes. I hit my move quick, but he manages to get to his turret. One more dart poisons him, and it's that damage over time that kills him. I'm coming back and I see Garen's damaged. Xin Zhao starts hitting me, but Garen's damaged enough. I put a dart in him, kill him, then flash away from Xin Zhao, giving me a chance to move away. And I pick up an easy double kill. So in this one, I'm fighting in the bottom lane, when I notice that Sivir and Tristana are now pushing down the middle lane. So I break off and make my way over, coming out behind them. And timing it just right, thankfully, as I come out into the middle lane. Tristana's just moving back, so straight away I'm moving for the attack. And there isn't really much you can do. I hit move quick, and pick up another easy kill, shut down on Tristana. Then, just as I start to look to other lane for more kills, I notice Trundle and Ryze are running past me, but behind them is Sivir. So I run down, I see that Leona's chasing Sivir, so I move in, just to help out of course, and pick up the kill on Sivir. And that's another couple very easy kills. Okay, here's a good example of Teemo's speed. I'm looking to see what the next item I'm going to buy is. Just then, Garen and Renekton come out of nowhere and hit me. I get silenced, so I can't use a mushroom. But I manage to hit move quick once the silence wears off. And as you can see, I just outrun them. See, that's another good thing about Teemo. Even when he's in his normal run speed, it doesn't have to be using dashes and things like that. His normal run speed is very, very quick. So even at times like that, when it looks bad, if you can get that move quick done, the booster speed, you're going to get away every time. Now, I've just bought my 5th main item after Rabadon's Death Cap. It's called Runar's Hurricane. It's for ranged attacks only, that one. And what it does is it lets you shoot more than one dart at a time. So, say, you can shoot up to 3 targets at a time. 2 of the darts are lesser. This is the third one, the very last one I'm going to go for, Leandra's Torment. I'll cover that later. Yeah, so 2 of the darts are weaker, and 1 is at full strength. But you can actually shoot 3 targets at a time. So here I see Garen and Renekton far away from any of their turrets. Garen's injured, so I move in for him. He moves away, leaving Renekton on his own. Renekton tries to run, he dashes, I hit my move quick, and yet again, he cannot get away from that, and so he dies. And Garen got away yet again, but yeah, at least I picked up another kill. Okay, so I'm in top lane, and I notice Sivir's running down towards me. So I put down a mushroom. Now she actually gets out of trigger range of it. She ain't going to trigger it, but one of minions do. And when she hits it, and when that minion hits it, it slows her down too, letting me move in and get a kill. So I run up thinking to myself, right, well, let's take down the inhibitor. Thought we'll start to kill that. So I start to give it some damage, thinking we'll get away, when Garen and Renekton catch up with me. Renekton overextends again, usual thing. I put mushroom down to slow him down, and then I move forward. I move quick, and he's going nowhere, and he can't get away. The damage, over time, takes him down and kills him. Then, of course, I run after Garen, but now he... I think he manages to get away again. But, yep, another kill. Now I just want you to watch that mushroom that's just behind me on the floor there. I just laid it down to try and capture Garen, but he got away. So I just left it there, no problem. It's been down so many seconds, it seems like it's useless. Then I see Xin Zhao and Garen coming down. Tristana then appears and starts shooting me, which slows me down. Xin Zhao then comes in and does his dash attack. And then he dashes actually into the mushroom that I'd put down for Garen, and that slowed him down. And that gave me a chance then to move away, to hit my move quick and get away from him. If it hadn't been for that actual mushroom that I'd put down for somebody else, and it just so happened that it came back into play and slowed him down, I'd have probably lost a life there. So, yeah, it worked out well. Teleport back and I pick up the very last item, which is Leandra's Torment. Now, I don't mind finishing this battle. I just wanted to show you all the items, and I finally got them all. So that is really the build that this uses. Those items there will be your final 6 items. And now it's time just to get up there and destroy the inhibitor and finish this off. And here we are without even a break in the footage for this part. Garen's moved a long way away from any of his turrets in top lane. So I hit move quick. There's nothing he can do. He's got nothing that can beat me in pace right now. So I just stick to him. And the damage over time got him in the end. So that was kill number 13, but then I realised, looking at the map, Tristana's coming up behind me. So I figured I'll drop a couple of mushrooms down, because it'll slow her down and then I can finish her off. What I didn't know was that she was on very, very low health. So I run away, waiting for her to hit a mushroom and slow her down. She hits a mushroom and it killed her instead. And that was kill number 14. Okay, so this was the last little bit of game. We've just got the last 2 turrets to destroy. We kill one, and then take down the next one, and then all we have to do is destroy this and we win the game, and there's nobody around to stop us, so it is over and there is victory. Like I say, this game usually doesn't last this long. It can finish a lot shorter than this, even half the time, but I just wanted to keep it going so I could show everybody the complete build, what items you finish gaining in the end, and exactly what Teemo can do. So, 14 kills, no deaths. He doesn't get many assists. He just usually kills, and kills a lot, and that's about it. So that's why I say he's a really good starting champion, because he's straightforward. All you've got to do, one of your most devastating skills is a passive, so all you've got to do is just keep shooting things and just keep putting your skills up, buying the right things from the shop, and Teemo will do it for you. The rest he'll do for you, and he'll get you lots of kills, and later on you might start to then move away and take on champions more challenging. But for a starting person, Teemo's great. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.